Hello everyone, Moran McKay here, and welcome back for part 20 of Vilja's questline. Looks like maybe we're gonna get a new quest today, so let's talk to Vilja and see what she has to say.
Guess what? I received a gift from Melinda. She wants to thank us for the help we have given her. It's an alchemy book.
Alchemy book?
I have seen this book before. My mother uses it all the time, and so does Melinda. But my parents didn't think that I was skilled enough to own one. But Melinda doesn't doubt that I can learn the recipes. She has written a long list of ingredients that I should practice on. It's quite a long list, actually. Collecting all these ingredients will take time. But if I manage to collect them, and if I practice a bit, I should be able to learn how to do quite a few new useful potions.
What kind of potions?
There are recipes on how to make potions that will restore attributes, and how to make really good feather potions. And who knows, I might also get better at making the potions I already know of, restore health and magic and such. But I need so many ingredients, and it would take me quite some time to collect them all. Now, of course I would learn faster if I didn't have to collect every single ingredient myself. I wonder, maybe you could help me?
Of course I'll help you.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. What would I do without you? Now, let's do like this. I collect most of the ingredients, and then I give you a list with some easy ones that you could find and collect for me.
Ingredients for Vilja.
Let's start with something really simple and easy. Right now, I just wish you to find me 10 fly amanita cups. Now, please collect the whole batch before you give them to me. I will be so busy looking for other ingredients that it will get confusing if you give them to me one by one. And please, do not just put them in my inventory without discussing it with me first. Talk later.
Vilja has received a gift from her sister Melinda, an alchemy book with many interesting recipes. She's eager to start making new potions, but in order to practice she needs ingredients, and she has asked me to help. First she wants me to find fly amanita cups, and she wants them all in one batch. That must be the new content, the new fourth quest, but I didn't think it would start up until after we finish the more spills for Vilja. That's kind of cool that they're gonna run at the same time, because I gotta wait like 3 game days before, in between me's. Oh, that's pretty cool. Good thinking, Emma. Tell me your thoughts.
You know, I think that wizards have a very silly sense of humor. Frankly, they are rather cruel people, aren't they?
Now, as you can see, there's a new option here, ingredients for Vilja. I found all the stuff she wants. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you have found 10 fly amanita cups for me. That's great. Thank you ever so much. But I could surely use more help. If you don't mind, that is. You see, I also need 10 crab meats. And as you seem so genuinely interested in killing those poor critters, I thought you might help me out.
Wonder how much we're gonna have to collect. In order to practice her alchemy skills, Vilja asked me to help her collect 10 crab meats.
Hello there.
Fantastic.
What?
Yes, sweetheart. Is there anything I can do for you?
Ingredients for Vilja.
Oh, you have the 10 crab meats for me now. That's great. Thank you ever so much. But I could surely use more help. If you don't mind, that is. You see, I also need 10 alkanet flowers. If you could gather those for me, it would be terrific.
That's
Rumor
fine
has it
news.
The Nervarine has left
The Fighters
Norway
Guild is
on an
recruiting
expedition
again.
to Akka-
No-
Okay, it's gonna say that pretty much. If that message changes, then I'll read that off. If not, then just assume it changes except for the name of the ingredient.
Not a bad way to make some
It's
money.
not-
Yes, my love?
Ingredients for Vilja.
Oh, you have found the 10 alkanet flowers for me. That's great. Thank you ever so much. But I could surely use more help. If you don't mind, that is. You see, I also need 10 green stained shelf caps. If you could collect those for me, it would be very helpful. Now, I know it is a common mistake that people mix up green stained shelf caps with the more common green stained cup caps. But green stained shelf plants tend to grow on the sides of trees and rocks, not on the ground. I have heard that some of them can be found in the Leavin area, and I have heard that they grow around the Hestra rune stones outside the Imperial City.
Now this questline is probably gonna go pretty quick because, well, my wife also downloaded this mod and blasted through it faster than I could. So yeah, I already knew what was coming. So since I started playing, I've been stockpiling ingredients. So I got pretty much everything she wants already stored at Red Rose Manor.
Dearest friend, I'm so happy that you are here.
Ingredients for Vilja.
Oh, you have found the 10 green stained shelf caps for me. That's great. Thank you ever so much. But I could surely use more help. If you don't mind, that is. You see, I also need 10 summer bolete caps. If you could collect those for me, it would be very helpful. It's good to be home, don't you think so?
Ingredients for Vilja.
Oh, you have found the 10 summer bolete caps for me. That's great. Thank you ever so much. But I could surely use more help. If you don't mind, that is. You see, I also need 10 ginkgo leaves. If you could collect those for me, it would be very helpful. Good day to you.
More spells for Vilja.
Ah, yes. More spells for Vilja. I have thought this over carefully, and there is a little selection of spells that I might be able to teach her.
Bound helmet.
Pretty girls shouldn't wear ugly helmets. That's what I've always said. I would never use one myself. I'm sure Vilja would be happy if I taught her a little trick called Bound Helmet. Not that she seems to care that much about her looks. If she did, she would probably do something about her hair. A new hairstyle wouldn't be wrong, hmm? Or better still, she could dye it all green.
Teach her bound helmet.
Absolutely. Now, This will take a little while, of course, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind doing me a little favor meanwhile.
A favor?
Yes. While Vilja and I are busy, you might as well run a little errand for me. Since you brought my eminent book, I have been practicing cooking quite a lot, and both I and the regulars here are quite happy with the outcome. I had hoped that my daughter Falanu in Skingrad would come and visit me, so that also she could enjoy my new skills. As a girl, she has always complained over my cooking, you see. Now it seems she is too busy with her shop to visit her dear old mother. So, instead, I have baked a cake for her. Here, bring it to her. I hope I can trust that you won't eat it, will you?
I wouldn't dream of that.
Yes, that's what I thought. You are such a reliable person. By the way, you better bring Falana this little potion as well, as a precaution. She might be snotty, but she's still a good daughter.
Good day to
And
you.
go for food
Well
poisoning.
met.
Heard any news lately?
Henry has promised to teach Vilja another spell, and meanwhile I'm supposed to travel to all things alchemical and Skingrad in order to give Henry's daughter Falanu a cake. It's obviously Henry who has been baking, and I'm not sure if I'd like to taste the cake, considering she also gave me a potion of antidote for Falanu, just in case. Yep.
Watch yourself around, Goblin.
Well met.
Henry's cake. Cake from my mother. What on earth? Well, thank you. I guess considering the state of her cooking skills, I hope she has brought an antidote as well. Ah, I see she has. How thoughtful of her. I guess she expects something in return. I have no idea. Well, I have. She's expecting me to deliver a batch of koana eggs from Morrowind. Unfortunately, this isn't possible. The eggs have been delivered to Anvil, but never got any further. They are currently at the Anvil Mage's Guild, but I certainly have no time to pick them up. However, knowing my mother, I wouldn't return to Shaden Hall without those eggs if I were you. Not that it really matters to me, but if I were you, I'd go to Anvil and get the eggs for her to avoid or reward Shaden Hall for the next few months. Huh. I see.
Goodbye.
I'm Felin Relis of the Mages Guild. I handle alchemy training for the Anvil chapter.
Kawama eggs. Yes, I have 20 Kawama eggs for Hiniri, Halu, and Shaden Hall. Will you take them to her? Great. Here you are. Kawama eggs. Have you lost your Kawama eggs? I do have some more, but you'll have to pay 500 gold for them. That's out of the question. As you wish. You know where to find me if you change your mind. I wonder if you can get them from him from now on.
Good day.
Probably.